everybody, I'm Corinne Blackstone and welcome to my craft room. I'm here today to bring you even more Cricut hacks. Now before we get started, be sure that you're a member of my exclusive Facebook group. I share lots of fun freebies over there, as well as reminders of new videos coming out, and it's a great place to share your crafts or ask your questions. Now in this video, we're gonna go over a bunch of different Cricut hacks, but if you've missed my previous hacks video, be sure to check them out. I'll link all of them down below for you. There's a little bit of something for everybody. So let's go ahead and get into all of my favorite hacks. Using slice over contour is such a vibe. So I'm going to show you contour first. So what I do is I need to duplicate my design first so that I have two of them. Then what I can do is if I just want to take out the bottom text, I would go down to the corner and click contour. But then I would have to click each and every little piece to get rid of all of the little pieces of that text and the areas in between all the letters. And that's just a really long process that honestly, I don't want to do. Nobody really does. So if it's an option, what you can do is actually just use slice. Grab a shape, and I usually use a square, but it depends on, your design. And all I do is cover the space that I want to make a different color or I want to remove from my design. Cover that up, and you need to make sure that each item is just one layer, so your design needs to be welded. Then click slice, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to break apart your design into two parts. Now again, make sure that design is only one piece by welding it. And then now you can see I can change each of the pieces' color because they're completely separate items. This is a great hack. It saves a lot of time, and I'll just show you here where it's going to show you on the mats that it's two different colors. So now you're really able to work with that a lot easier. Like I said, really love slice over contour if it's an option. This one is one of my favorites because it's a way that you can see what your design is going to look like on the color blank that you're using. So a t-shirt, a notebook, whatever you're putting it on. Go to the blank canvas button and you'll see in the middle of the screen there is a little white square. When you click on that, it brings up the colors and you can change them to anything that you want to. This is just going to really help you visualize what the colors of vinyl or HTV or paper are going to look like against your blank. You can use any color that you want and any colors of your design that you want to help you really visualize this. This hack has saved me time and time again. What I do is I measure my blank and then I create my own template by using a square or a circle or whatever shape my blank is in Design Space. So I open up that square and I just make it the size of whatever I'm putting this design on. So I'm just going to use a 5x7 and take a look at what it's going to look like if I do it in the portrait direction, and then I'll show you what it looks like in landscape. But this is a really great way for you to see what your designs are going to look like. You want to put it behind your design, and then you can change the color to whatever you want. I usually just use light gray if I'm doing a template. You can also use guide as an option as well, and that just gives you a red outline instead of anything colored in. But now you can see that I can fit my design in and see what it looks like and see if I like the way it looks. If I don't, I can always rotate it to change it to the landscape portion. So I rotate it 90 degrees, and obviously that fits way better. But this is a great way to make sure that your vinyl designs, your HTV designs, your cardstock, whatever you're using is going to be sized correctly for whatever blank you're using. Like I said, whether it's a t-shirt, a picture frame, a cup, this is a great way to save yourself so much hassle. And again, you can use that square to change the color to see what it will look like. Now you know Design Space has a limit of colors, but if you click Advanced here under the color selection, you can actually adjust the colors infinitely. So they have tons and tons of options. You can use the little round guy to choose colors. You can also put in a hex code as well down there at the bottom. Or you can also use the slide bar to change it from like yellow to red or whatever colors you're using. So this is a great way for you to really figure out what the color is going to look like on a blank if Cricut doesn't have that exact color. So you can have that item right next to you, find a color that's really similar, and you'll get a much better visual. This is a hack I use on the daily. So when you're making things with HTV, a lot of times you're going to need to mirror them. So what you'll normally do is click make, and then you have to hit mirror under both or all of your mats if you have more than two. The problem is sometimes A, you forget because you get excited to cut your item out, or B, maybe you leave a mat out because you forget. So instead of having to remember that, what I want you to do is select your entire design. Then I want you to use the flip option at the top of the screen. I want you to flip it horizontally instead of using mirror. Then when you click make, it'll already be mirrored for you and you don't have to try to remember to do it. You can do it with any of the designs that you want to, and this is such a great hack. I hope that you guys picked up some tips and tricks in this video. Now, if I didn't show a hack that you know about, let me know in those comments down below. I always love learning a new hack. Also, let me know what your favorite hack from this video is. I would love to hear about it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy crafting!